Hey guys, thanks for joining us today on our ICCG YouTube series. And so I am not Dave, but Grant is here. And so my name is Andrew. I'm with the business development side of ICCG. I'm here to introduce the next series that we're going to be talking about for the next couple videos is about the process. We're going to deal with what the process looks like, as much as business owners like to believe that it's a 3-day process, of selling their business. It more likely is a longer, drawn out process. And first off, we need to understand, kind of the intro part of the company, right? We need to be introduced to you, and there's a lot of conversations that will go on that I'll have with them, or that somebody on our team will have. But when we are talking about once you make a decision, yes, this is going to be a possibility, we need some information, right? We need to kind of have some initial information to maybe sit down with you as a team to talk about what the plan might look like. And so I want to ask you, what information might be helpful?
Yeah, making a decision to sell your company is one thing, but understanding how or if you can accomplish your goals in doing that is a whole different ballgame. It's kind of like when you go to a bank. Of course, the bank is willing to lend you money, but they can't tell you that they will until they get the appropriate information, right? And so generally, once somebody's contacted us and we've had some initial conversations, more than one of our team is going to sit down with them and discuss how are they going to accomplish those goals, whether they are going to be able to, and coming to that meeting, or if they can send it before that meeting, it'd be so helpful to have some initial pieces of information so that we can come prepared, so that we've done our homework, so we know what revenue models you have, what customer bases you have. Those kinds of things helps us, because you're going to ask us in that first meeting, how much am I going to get to?
What's my company worth?
Exactly. And there's no way that we have any context without knowing what you do specifically, who you do it for, and what your trends are, and those kinds of things. And
Absolutely.
So we need some initial information, and so it would make that first meeting really productive if we had it.
Absolutely. And I know some of that information, some people are a little uncomfortable, but to make them comfortable, we'll actually sign an NDA so that it makes everybody comfortable with sharing information. And so I know that we will ask things for like a P&L, and a lot of business owners will print it out. Yeah. And bring out the P&L, and we'll look through it. And I say we'll look through it. We're not going line by line. Right. We're kind of the purpose of it is just to understand the revenue model. Right. And understand the business a little bit more, and we may guesstimate, a little bit of a plan, but there's a lot more thought process that goes into it. And so, would love to ask you as well, after that meeting, what's some information that we'll need, to get to the point of being comfortable saying, hey, we can achieve your goal. What's some information that we'll likely need to have?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked a lot in our video series about how the structure dictates a lot of times what your net that you're going to achieve. And so by having us look at 1 or 2 years worth of tax returns gives us who the owners are, what the basis of those assets are, whether it's cash basis, accrual basis, all these technical terms that will really, really change how we think you're going to accomplish your goals on the net, right? And sometimes, candidly, it's just really hard because maybe there is a lot of retained earnings in a C Corp, for example, just to get technical for a minute. And to get that out of that company, it's really, really expensive tax-wise. And so understanding those expectations ahead of time. So tax returns really help. More than one years worth of P&L really helps, because we all know that trends matter from a buyer's perspective. So if sales are going down, we need to have the narrative, right? And so just asking, the ability to ask those questions in that first meeting is just so important. And we need to know if you have one customer that's 80% of the sales, right? So customer concentration, it's easy. Some people just print off a sales by customer. That information is not going anywhere. It's just coming to us as we sit down with you, and we've signed an NDA. And so we're never going to give customer names to prospective buyers. So the information helps us create realistic expectations, so that as we move along in that process, we're not selling you on a result that we can't bring, right? And honestly, for the most part, we work on a fee that is only paid if we are able to accomplish your goals, close the sale. And so we're just we don't want to take on the project.
We don't want to overpromise.
Exactly,
and
because
under-deliver. We don't want to do that for sure.
Exactly. So come prepared for that first meeting, and we'll be prepared as well.
Hey, thanks for joining Grant, Dave, and the rest of our team today. My name is Andrew, and I'm with the business development side of ICCG. If you have any questions or want to talk to somebody on our team, please visit our website, follow the directions there. I'll most likely be the one to respond, so look forward to hearing from you. Before you go, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.